This is the video for Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't really know this song or this arrangement at all, and I've heard a little of the part at Square 7 out in the hall when I've been putting my things away. Since I don't know how Gene is doing it, I'm going to just take it the same speed all the way through and not do any of the retards or anything like that. There's a couple of things we need to talk about before I start. You'll need a pencil, and I'll try to talk slowly. In measure 28, over the first rest, you need to put an X because you need to shift there. The stripe I have on my cello today is my normal third finger stripe. So that's normally where my third finger goes. At 29, we're going to shift up and put our first finger on that stripe. And then you can play 29, 30, 31, and 32 all in second position right there and not have to worry about your C sharp being in tune. So the fingering at 29 is going to be, and I'm going to exaggerate my finger movements here, 1, 1, 4, 1 on the C string. Then you're going to leave your first finger down. It's never going to come up. You're going to put 4 down on the G string and then play 4, 3, and then you're going to go back to 1 on the C string for the next measure. So it's going to be 1, 1, 4, 1, rest, 4, 3, back to the C string, 1, 1, 4, 1, rest, 3, 3, 4 on the G string, back to C, 1, 1, 4, 1, rest, back to the G string, 4, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 1, rest. This is the last one. Then you're going to play C sharp with third finger, which is what you've been using in these measures, but you're going to play the D in that measure as an open D, and then the last measure on that line you're going to shift back and play regular first finger on the E's. So again, the shift is going to occur in measure 32. The last note in measure 32 you play open D, and during the open D you shift. So you need an X between the open D and the first finger E in that next measure to remind you to move back to your regular position. Then in measure 34, you need to put a lift over the last note, rest in that measure because it's not there and you need to lift. And then beginning in measure 35, you're going to be in extended position. So your second finger is going to be on that second stripe and your first finger is going to be back on home base. You're going to stay in extended position all the way to measure 44. So that almost that whole line is in extended position. Now everything's in extended position except one note before 39. You have a low D sharp on the C string. And if I'm extended position, I don't want to move that. So I'm going to move my first finger up to where second finger normally plays, and I'm going to play that D sharp as a high first finger. So my second finger is still in extended, but my first finger is going to come from here up to here, just about our normal space between first and second fingers. And that happens 2 times. And then in measure 44, you need to put an X between the first note, open G, and the next note because you're going to go back to regular position in measure 44. There's one more thing. In measure 61, 62, 63, 64, I would put a 2 over that C if you haven't done so already, because by then your brain is probably going to be fried and it's not thinking, and you'll automatically play a third finger there, and it's not. It's a C natural, so you need second finger in that measure. All right, let's give this a try. 2, 3. Getting softer. Rest. 11. Rest. Fourth finger. Second finger. Third. 19. Rest. Second. Here comes our shift. Rest. Shift. Shift back. Lift. High 1. Three. Extended. High 1. Back to regular. Here comes a low 1. Second finger. Rest. Rest. Not too much bow. Rest. Rest. Sorry about that. I had one little flub in measure 61, 63. I'm going to leave that in. In the last two measures, for the B's and the E's, you want to do what we call a 3-3 smash. You're going to use especially second and third finger and smash your fingers over the G and the C string so you can play rest, rest, not 3-3, 3-3. I hope this helps.